Hi everyone, this is Sal. Before I get into this video fully, I just want to talk briefly about the first video because wow, a lot of y'all seem to like it. I got a lot of very supportive comments on that, and I'm glad everybody enjoyed the video basically. And if you like it, don't worry, I'll probably be making more soon because let's face it, these are easier to edit than fucking EU4 episode 949. But on the subject of EU4, I guess I don't know, man. It's crazy how popular these videos have gotten to me. I never would have imagined a year ago today that these videos would ever be this popular. But it's awesome, man, to get this level of success on YouTube. And I haven't even gotten that far yet. I guess, I don't know, it's nice to have a few videos be successful because, in a way, EU4 is kind of becoming my identity and my legacy. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today is the idea of like, who are you and what do you leave behind when you die? Yeah, real deep shit for this one. Yeah, this isn't, oh, my friends ghost me like, what happens when you die? Shit like that, So, how will I be remembered, I guess? Will I be remembered for making EU4 videos in a similar style to a larger YouTuber who already had that idea? Will I be remembered for complaining about geopolls? Will I be remembered for making SCP Secret Laboratory videos? Honestly, I kind of hope not. But you know what? I'd rather be remembered for making videos on the game than making the fucking game. Will I be remembered for the Nuzlocke or the SMP or Overwatch videos or that one Rocket League video I did? Probably not that one. I don't know, man. It's weird to think about. It's very weird. I don't think the human mind is really capable of grasping that shit. We're not really capable of imagining what happens when we die, really. Now, to avoid this becoming an existential crisis, I'm going to take a little detour. Imagine, if you will, you are Genghis Khan, right? One day you randomly decide to conquer half of Eurasia like a fucking unit and start nutting in any lady that moves. For real though, it's estimated that probably 10% of East Asians have some form of relationship to Genghis Khan. 10%. That is fucking crazy. You know how many people live in East Asia? Probably 2 billion. 2 billion people, out of which 10%, 200 million people, share some distant relative. That is crazy. Imagine leaving such a mark on history that 200 million people bear your DNA almost 3/4 of a millennia into the future. That is fucking wild to think about. Now, am I encouraging the average layman viewer to go about conquering the steppes of Eurasia and nutting in anything that moves? Um, no, but if you did, it'd be pretty funny. And honestly, I don't think Russia's in any position to stop you at this point, so fucking have at it. I guess what I'm trying to say is that legacies can be weird. As you all probably know, this is not my first shot on YouTube. I keep teasing this shit like it's a fucking Marvel movie. Like, oh, is Thanos gonna show up? No, he's not. Next movie. But but no, I keep teasing this shit. I never tell you the full story. And I think it's time I start being a little more honest with you. I made a whole video about how I need to have how people need to be more honest with me. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to be more honest with you. When I was 9 years old, I created my first YouTube channel. I'm not going to name it because honestly, some of you probably have found it already or will find it soon. I'm not ashamed of it. I just don't want to go out advertising it because, well, it's a little embarrassing. The channel that I ran for 5.5 years made plush videos. I made videos of Pokemon plushies, and I had all these skits and bits and like plots in my head that I would act out, with these plushies and with my little shitty camcorder, and it was fun. It was just fun. It was just dumb fun. It was just a hobby. It was something that I did because honestly, in middle school, I did not really have a lot of friends, and this isn't a pity party, but it's just the truth. I was kind of like, a loner, basically. I was kind of a nerd because a lot of people didn't know about this channel, and they're like, "Why the fuck? He makes Pokemon plush videos. What the fuck is wrong with? I don't want to hang out with this kid. He's fucking weird. He's weird." I get it. I get it. But it was sort of an escape, from all the bullshit that school and friends threw at me. It was something that I could always come back to after a long day and just do because it was fun. And well, to make a long story short, when I went to high school, that channel leaked, and I had to unlist all of my videos and basically make my channel dark and remove any trace of it from the internet, basically. I just started thinking recently, what would have happened if I had died while that channel was dark and all the videos were unlisted, you know? Nobody else had that login information that I did. Nobody could have gotten into my computer without, some sort of device or technical skill. So if I had died while they were unlisted, would that part of my legacy just be lost to history? Or would somebody unearth it somehow? Would somebody find a link in a group chat that they sent a while ago, or maybe a DM they sent on Discord? Would they suddenly find that one little fucking nugget of history of mine and show it to the world like, hey, look what I found. This guy wasn't, this guy, there was more to this guy than we thought, I guess. And that leads me to my next question, does my legacy have to be something that everybody sees? Does it have to be something that is obvious, like Genghis Khan coming and any lady that dared fucking make eye contact with him? This video is going to get demonetized, but whatever. Or can my legacy be something more quiet and personal? Can I just lead a life where I'm nice to my family and my close friends and I leave that as my legacy? Or should I go around buccaneering different communities on the internet as a violently unlikable frog who pisses off people and ruins lives in his wake? I don't know. I don't really know. And that's part of the excitement. I don't think anybody has a destiny. I don't think anybody has a set path in life that they are required or predetermined to follow. I think that limits us as people. I think as people, we got to go out and find our own shit. As hard or as annoying or as frustrating as that may be, ultimately, it's got to be a little exciting to go out and determine your own life, right? To not have some set path that you're going to do. Like in fucking India of 200 years ago, you wouldn't pick who you got married to. Your fucking parents would. That shit's awful. Like, not even like you can't go hang out with your friends. Like, you are going to marry this person and you are going to fucking like it. Oh, you don't like it? Too bad. We have to secure this alliance between the princedoms. So you're getting married. Like, that shit's crazy to me. And I always like the idea of being able to control my own destiny, and being able to control who I am and the image that I put out to people. Because I don't know if you guys know this. Sal and the Big Sal are two very different people. The Big Sal is sort of this fucking internet troll and this fucking violently unlikable nihilistic shitlord who goes around pissing people off for fun. Um, Sal is just a kid trying to get through college. And the Big Sal is only a persona that I kind of put on for your entertainment. When I start yelling at people or when I, get all, trolly with people on SCP or on Hold Fast or whatever, that's all an act. It's all just a bit, really. But I realized that if I was 100% honest all the time on YouTube, nobody would give a fuck. To me, the idea of controlling the image that I put out, not in a dictatorial sense, but I guess in kind of putting on a show for everybody, kind of became part of my identity from that first YouTube channel to now, you know, just trying to entertain people, trying to make them laugh. That was always what I really wanted. The views and the subs and the ad revenue. Oh God, the ad revenue is nice and all, but at the end of the day, I think what I really want on YouTube is just an audience that I could, be pretty honest with most of the time and just make them laugh. That's my YouTube dream, I guess. As a kid, I was always, like a comedian kind of guy. I always liked telling jokes for my friends, for my parents' friends, and making them laugh and shit. And there was no better feeling to me than cracking a joke at the lunch table and getting everybody to fucking crack up, you know? To go around the internet today being this nihilistic scumbag who just makes everybody hate him in his wake is just, I don't know, man. It could be funny for a little while, but after a while it just starts to get annoying and grating, and I don't really think that's how I want to live my life. I don't want to go around leaving a path of fucking hatred and rage in my wake. I don't want to do that. I always like entertaining you guys, and I will never come out and be completely honest and roll over on my back and show my fucking belly, and just completely become toothless, you know? Because to be honest, I know none of you give a shit. Um, I will always try to entertain you, but be aware that Sal and the Big Sal are two different people because Sal's legacy is hopefully that he will be just a regular guy in real life. You know, he'll go on to get a job and a wife and maybe some kids, have a few good friends, have a couple laughs, make some cash, and leave something decent behind for his family when he dies. The legacy of the Big Sal, who knows how big that's going to get, you know? I may be just a flash in the pan, you know? I mean, I may make a couple decent EU4 videos and then clock out, you know? Or maybe I'll be the next Bo Cohen, or maybe I'll even surpass Bo Cohen. Who the fuck is to say, you know? All I can really do right now is keep grinding and hope that one day this whole thing pays off, you know? Ultimately, you know, if I ever choose to leave YouTube or if I ever keel over and die, I can be replaced very easily. If there is one thing I've learned in my life, it's that I can, in fact, be replaced by friends, by fellow YouTubers, whatever it is. I can be very easily replaced or substituted with something equally as adequate as me or better. So if I ever decide to leave YouTube, I'm sure somebody else will take my place. And I guess that's a little comforting. But to know that the legacy of the Big Sal has this much potential is motivation enough for me to keep doing this, at least for now. I already gave up on YouTube once, and that fucking crushed me. It was the one thing I ever truly cared about for years, 5 years. So this time, I'm not cutting corners. I'm not going to fuck around. I'm not going to slack. This time, I have to do it right. I got to make something that kid, you know, in third grade would have been fucking proud of. I got to prove people wrong. All these people who fucking, you know, called it gay or called it stupid or a waste of time, I have to prove them wrong, man. Because at the end of the day, you could throw all the shit you want my way. There is nothing you could do to hurt my feelings. Because this place, this channel, this is fucking mine. And absolutely none of you are ever going to take this from me. Anyway, guys, that's a very strong note to end on, but this video is long enough, and that's all I got for you today. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and comment. Thanks for watching, boys, and I'll see you again soon.